Hi guys, welcome back to the Safe Space podcast. And I want to do a lot of introduction and everything, but I'm sure that you're missing this episode already and you can't wait to get right into it. This episode is going to be starting exactly where it cut off last episode. I just want you to keep in mind that it was not planned to be in parts, and it's a whole full episode that I had to cut in between. So if at all you need any chance to go back to the last episode to actually refresh what was last said, then you should get into that. So you're welcome back. Stay safe, stay blessed, enjoy this episode. Make sure you're jotting down, and please I need your feedback. You just share this episode and also tell me how it's blessed you, what blessed you about it. Leave your comment, like, share, subscribe. All right then, okay, bye.
Second thing I did was the video I put out on my page. The first video I put out on my page, I think then I changed my name to TFA Official, from Fermi to TFA Official. Oh no, it was still Fermi actually. It was still Fermi that I did the video, and everybody liked it a lot. And yeah, I felt good. It felt good to receive praises from people. It felt good. But there's something about, the praises of man. You should never let it get to you.
Yeah.
You should never let it get to you. I think that's another lesson from this, is that we'll get there. Why you should never let it get to you, but yeah, don't let it get to you. It's something that I learned along the way. People will praise you, but don't let it get to you, because that same set of people
We'll still come back
to criticize you. Yeah. So, and you let the noise get to you too much, you block your own vision. Yeah, the noise gets to you and you forget who you are. It's so easy to forget.
Yeah.
It's so easy to forget. Very easy. People think maybe because if your motivation was poverty, or if your motivation was, I don't know, whatever it is, your motivation is easy to forget once things become easy. Very easy to forget it. So, as I say, motivation is another crazy concept. You have to constantly refine your motivation, and that still applies to growth. Because okay, you've done this thing, now I was able to get the laptop, and at that time, after I'd gotten the laptop, after I'd put out that video, I just paused and I didn't do anything. I was just playing around. Okay, I had the laptop. Okay,
it's like you had achieved.
I'd achieved. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then
okay, so what next?
I had things I wanted to. That's the crazy thing. But I didn't have any motivation again, because I felt like I had proved myself. I know that's it. People have seen that I can do it. I felt like I proved myself. I had many other things that I could have done after that. Many things that I planned. I have notes from 2021 on my phone that I can show you. They are there. Many ideas. I was filling my friends' ears with concepts and ideas. I think they got tired because they never saw anything. When are you going to do this? When are you going to put it? I'm like, I'm trying, I'm doing this, and never did it because I don't know, maybe I lost my motivation. And that's the crazy thing, because you would think that you will not be the person to lose your motivation, because you have dreams. Dreams are not enough. Dreams are not enough. They're just dreams. No, anybody can dream.
Yeah.
Anybody can dream, to be honest. Like, that's not enough. You think, okay, dreams are not enough. Okay, what of the fact that I have, I want to be rich, I want to do this for my parents. It is not enough, because you get there too. You get there, maybe not to the point where you are supposed to get to, because you are the one limiting yourself. But you get there, and then after that, what next? What next? What keeps you going? Do you get? That's the thing about growth. That's when you know if you're actually growing. And the crazy thing about it is that when you now get sidetracked, something else will come to take away your attention. And that's when I got a salary job. That's when I got a salary job. I got an offer. Now, I wouldn't say it's bad, but I think that if I was very steadfast in doing the things that I wanted to do, the salary job would have never sidetracked me. Would have never sidetracked me. I got a salary job, and I was young. I was still in the same 2021, by the way.
What was the job about?
It was my first job, and I still have that job now because of the relationship that I have with the founder. She messaged me herself, Shalakwe Akimpelu. She messaged me and she was like, yeah, the crazy thing is, I did not know, but I now know somebody that I used to look up to actually recommended me, and that's how I did know that people were looking at me. And that's the thing. We think that nobody is watching us, but we don't know people are watching us. I used to look up to this person. His name is Dakpo King, by the way. I used to look up to him a lot. He was one of the people that motivated me into doing this. Dakpo Ashakain. I used to look at what they were doing then and be like, I want to do this. I want to make videos that will put a smile on people's faces, that I could enlighten people about things, and then they'll just like laugh, cry, be happy, basically, because they are watching videos. So I saw, and she didn't tell me then, but she was just like, oh, I need something like this. I was like, okay. I went to the office for an interview, and I took the interview. That was my first interview ever, and I wasn't even like, I didn't stutter. I wasn't scared. I was so calm. There were 3 people there asking me questions, just answering everything.
Wow.
And that's because I had done so much before that time, and I feel like it had just prepared me for that moment and answered the questions well. And I was just like, yeah, I got the job. It was a lot of struggle of, yeah, are you this amount is what we have. Maybe let me just mention it, because I feel like if you're saying something, it's good to just be thorough so people can learn from it. When I got to the place, after we had the whole talk, she said, okay, we continued. We didn't really speak about money there, did we? Okay, no, we did not. Even before I'd gone for the interview, we spoke about money online, because she gave me a test and I aced the test, and she was like, okay, then how much am I going to, take for the job? And I didn't know what to say, so I immediately messaged K, was my mentor then. I immediately messaged him. I was like, oh, this is what's happening. And he was like, tell her you have 200,000 naira. 200,000 naira is what you want. I was like, Asao, me, 200.
You feel like you are not gotten there to demand that kind of money.
I was like, why will I demand? You want them to arrest me?
I get it.
200 for what?
I get it.
I was like, I don't understand. She be his video they want to do, and they also wanted me to do some content, not just videos. Social media. Yeah, but I wasn't handling the page, just creating content for them, come up with ideas, helping the team basically. I was like, I told him, okay, I've heard. The truth is, he said I should ask for 300,000. I said, okay, I've heard, but I didn't ask for 300,000. I asked for 200 because I was like, so they will arrest me. What will I say that I've done? That I want to collect 300,000.
Yeah.
I said I have 200. I want 200. Do my shout this? That's my salary now. I don't have it. I don't have that much. Like, you know what? Come to the office. So I went to the office, and when people keep points. When people tell you to come to their office to negotiate, try to avoid it, because they want to actually strong arm you into doing their bidding, because they know they have the upper hand. So if you want to negotiate with a client or anybody, negotiate outside their environment, because they will definitely have the upper hand at that point. They will have people around them talking to you at different points, left and right, and you are not able to talk
to anybody.
And sometimes you might not even have that confidence, and some of them know that you might not have that confidence. And I was a kid. I was how old? How old was I? I think 19. I was young. So I was coming to a woman's house, a woman's office, and with the CEO and CTO. She felt permanent. You want to kill me? So she asked me to come, and I went to the office, and she asked questions. Everything asked the questions. She was like, "Okay, so what can we do for you now? How much?" And I was like, "Amma, I've told you how much. You know my mind. I think I don't know your mind at this point." Then the HR spoke and was like. The HR said, well, the amount we pay interns is 30,000 naira. I was like,
serious? From 200?
Yeah, I was like, I understand, but I didn't come into this place with the idea that I'm taking a job of an intern.
Okay.
That's what I said.
I didn't, because
I was like, I was always bored. I was like,
at that point I just like
I didn't come here with the idea that I was coming to, because I felt like I'd done so much to be an intern at that time. Like, nah, I beg. Can't be doing intern duties anymore. I've done my internship. Learning, that's my internship. I'm no longer doing internship now. And so she was like, so what do you want? She was like, the best you can do is 50,000 naira. I was like, that's too small for me. That's too small. And at that point, they wanted me to be coming to the office once in a week, every Thursday. It was at Yaba there, Alagomiji. I was like, no, that's too small for me. And I walked away.
What?
Yeah, I walked away. And I went with a friend, and my friend was like, you should have collected the money now. They start up, you know, they don't have that money to pay. You see how small their offices. I was like, you that think you don't have the money to pay, don't worry. I mean, I don't want. They called the next day in the morning. The first person that called me was like, hi, this is Faith, from this place. I was like, oh, hi. She was like, well, Shalakwe said that she really wants you to work with us. And she wants to know if you would like to, if 70,000 naira is okay. I was like, she knows how much I asked for.
Okay.
That is nowhere near that amount.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me you were pressed or pressured.
I was like, that is nowhere near that amount. The way I was saying, I was more scared because I was like, she won't collect this money, like 70,000 per month.
At that point,
it felt good.
Yes.
But Kay kept telling me that's rubbish, because when you start, you will know. And I was so grateful for him that he pushed me, because I realized that it was rubbish.
So how much later did you agree?
She called again. After I called the call, I thought that was it. She actually called again and was like, hello, really Feromi. She really wants you. And she's asking if you would take 100.
So they can pay 100.
I said, well, 100 is good, but I asked for 200. 150 is the best I can do.
Feromi.
Then she said, okay, we'll call back. Then she called me back. He said, okay. No, she didn't say she would call back. She said that is the best they can honestly do, 100. They said, she was like, let me tell you the honest truth. It's a small company. We don't have anybody that is collecting this amount here yet. Like, it's very small. And you are even a student. Like, she was trying to talk to me like sister to sister. Take this deal, baby girl. Yeah. We don't have anybody. Like, you're a student. You won't see students of your mates collecting this amount.
Trying to help you, like, this thing is going, guy.
I was like, 150 is the best I can do. She said, okay, that's all she can do. That's all the best. The next day she called me.
What? The same person.
The same person. I was like, She said, remove the option of coming to the office, fully remote 100. I said, okay, now you're talking.
Oh my goodness. Are you guys picking points on how to negotiate? For crying out loud.
Yeah.
I wish we had this conversation like a while ago. Probably like 1 or 2 years ago. I would have done better. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You were still... We are classmates, though. We are classmates. For crying out loud. And you were probably like, what, 200 level then?
Yeah.
And I don't get job with they pay me that kind of money. I was probably doing one social media content job that was paying me like 25k.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying it, I'm angry. I'm very annoyed. Please continue.
So I was earning 100 at that point. Well, felt good. I was like, wow. I'm having 100 that's coming every month, 200, 300. Ha! Wow, I was so happy. And I got to know later that it was Dapo that recommended me. And I was so shocked when I met him. He now works with the presidential house, by the way. Yeah, with Tinubu, by the way. He's like my girl.
Wow.
Honestly, he really looks out for me. Still looks out for me till now. And the one reason why Shalakwe actually wanted me there, not regardless, was because she saw herself in me. She told me later on that I really like you because, like, I feel like we're the same. She said my boldness was crazy. The fact that I was called in the midst of those people and I still called her amount and I walked away and I had nothing. I didn't have anything. It's not that I had anything to fall back on. I didn't have anything at all. I didn't have anything. And like even when I negotiate with them, like my contract, I read the whole thing. I was like, I'm seeing some things that is not supposed to be in the contract. Like before I sign, it has to be removed. She was like, okay. I called her director. She was like, okay, don't worry, work on it. She sent it back, and that laid the groundwork. Like the impression they have of me till now is just different. They don't see me as a student, and that's the thing.
See, as your own person.
Yeah, as my own person. So like how you present yourself, like if you believe you have a lot to offer, you believe you have value, like don't be scared to tell people you have it. You have the vim. Like don't be scared to tell people that you can do it.
I think this relates to another concept, which is like self-esteem.
Yeah, self-esteem.
Yeah, because a lot of people, it's not because they don't feel like they have a lot to offer. It's just because you just feel like, do I need to portray myself like this? You just want to like, okay, maybe that's how it is and everything, and you just feel like you have a lot to offer. A lot of people are telling you that you have a lot to offer. You're just like, nah, you don't think so highly of yourself. You don't think so highly of the value that you give, and you just feel like, nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, what she said, when you said that he asked you to take like 300 and you were like 200, another person would be like, 50 is okay.
Yeah.
At the end, because in my mind, funny enough, it just made me reflect on a lot of things that I need to change my mindset. Because at that point when you were saying that, oh, they called you and they were like, oh, this is what they can offer 30, I'm like, you agree at 50, let's just go with that.
There was no way I was taking that.
So you don't think that you were saying like 150 is the best? I'm like, oh more, I know fit to this at the end of the day, but please continue. I'm learning a lot.
Also, I think that it's not just I can't just give myself the praise. I think that it was obviously because I had somebody like Kay, and that's where relationship comes in to play. Who are you working with? Like, who's your friend? This thing where they say like your network is your net worth. It helps a lot. If you're working with people that are earning like a lot of money, it would. I'm still on the part where to call some kind of money, I'm scared. Like I'm talking about like millions, but I have friends that are earning it like it's a joke to them. So now I'm comfortable in calling because I want to get there. It's easy for me to like mention it, like just be like, okay, let's do 5 million. It's easy for me to say it because I have friends that are earning it. It's not hard. Then if I didn't have somebody like K, 50K would probably be reasonable because my friends think it's reasonable. The friends I had in school, they think it's my friend was telling me that, are you insane? That like, what is your problem? Like, how do you not take it? Like, you know what 50K is? I was like, but I know somebody that is earning like more than this, like so much more than this, and he's telling me that it's small, so I'm going to listen to him, not you. Do you understand? Actually, so the people you work with,
give your ears
who you
to,
give, exactly,
who you listen to, who you take advice from,
very important.
Like it's very, very, very key to your growth at the end of the day.
Very key to your growth, and you don't really know, but it influences you a lot. In your thinking, the things you do in your day-to-day life, like every day of your life. What are you doing? If you spend time, I promise you, if you spend time with a millionaire, it will change your mind for a week. A millionaire that is legitimate, serious about their business and all, it will change your mind for a week because you just think and be like, my life is useless. So I'm telling you, now spend it with somebody that is your age mate. You just gonna be thinking first. So
I think I'm going to go and be thinking at this point.
It does a lot to change your mindset, and it helped me at that point. Honestly, it helped me at that point. Being with somebody like that, really changed my mind, and that was how I got my first job. By the way, at Harvest NG, it was good. I felt very good. I won't lie.
And you're still working with them?
Yeah, I'm still working with them because I have a very good. I think no matter where I get to in life, except they push me out. Yes, I don't believe in just ending things just because. I mean, if I can still accommodate them, why not? I think they were very instrumental in my growth. Very, very instrumental, and I just don't see any reason, except I don't now have any time anymore, then I'll be like, okay, I'm sorry, but I have to go. But if I can still, why not? I believe in long-lasting relationships. If not that things have not been very great with some certain people that I've worked with, I would love to be at places for years. If I can, why not? I love long-lasting relationships, so I'm still with them, and that was my first job, and it basically changed a lot of things for me in my life because I had money. I could buy things for myself. So it changed a lot of things in my life because I now had money. I could buy things for myself. I could just think as an adult, and I think I just stopped expecting money from home. I think I just stopped expecting money from home because I just felt like I could take care of myself. Things got better. But that's the thing, you get somewhere and you feel like, okay, like there should be something else. This is not enough. I got dissatisfied very soon and very quickly.
Wow.
Yes, because you're earning 100, you start to realize, because you're not in the job market, you're not thinking differently, you're starting to now do your math. You're now thinking that, okay, if I'm earning 100 per month, you're not thinking, okay, if I'm earning 100 per month, means I'm earning 1.2 million in a year. And if I spend, let's say I spend roughly 30k out of all the 100, that's 70. Basically, you're earning like less than 1 million. That's not enough. You can't build a house with that. You can't buy a car with that. You have to do better.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, what can I do to do better? Because, okay, if I'm here, then what's stopping me from getting there? That's the thing. What's stopping me from getting there? So and things came for me. A lot of people were very instrumental to my growth. A lot of people, Nora Awolowo, Tofumi, a lot of people, very instrumental to my growth. So I got jobs. My first big job, in quotes, big job, because it was big to me then. The first job that I had, they actually contacted me from Twitter. I got popular on Twitter.
Yeah.
I think it was same 2021.
Yes.
I posted on Twitter, oh hi, my name is Fermi, these are the things I've done. And we don't find picture and stuff like that. Most of the work I had done prior to that time, prior to getting Harvest, was K's job. He was very helpful. Give me job, pays me very well. Pays me well. Never paid me like an intern. He wouldn't ask me how much you want. He paid me well for jobs. I did things with him, helped him out, and he paid me well. So most of my portfolio was from his jobs then. And he was generous to tell me, you know what, post this thing. Tell people you do this work. Like, announce yourself that this is what you do. So he was like, take these jobs, post it now, put it on your page, and tell people this is what you do. And I think that was when I was entering January, and it was that same January I got that same job too. So I was like, okay, I posted it, and Twitter just took off crazily. For like a week, my phone was buzzing non-stop. Had like 12,000 tweets. It was just crazy, absolutely crazy. I was like, wow, people were DMing me for jobs. Like, that was my blow up period. If there's blow up for people that are not musicians, that was my blow up period basically. People were messaging me, like, something people like associating themselves with excellence or success. This is somebody that is doing well, they want to in a way contribute to that, or feel like, or collaborate to, like, oh hi, you do this right, okay, I want to do it too, okay, like I can help. You just want to do something because it's nice, it looks nice at that time. And I was very lucky to have privileged, gotten opportunities from that. A lot of people messaged me on Twitter, hi, we have this wedding in this place, can you cover it, how much you charge? Hi, it was a lot. Out of that, I think I got like 15 jobs. It was a lot. One of the jobs that came was from somebody in Canada.
Wow. She
messaged me and she was like, hi, thank you very much, Mojola, if you're hearing this. Hi, Fermi, my name is Mojola, I'm from Canada. I was like, I'm awake. I'm awake. What? That was my first international client. I was like, I'm awake. And then she was like, oh hi, you wanted to do a documentary? I was like, I love documentaries, let's do it. And when it came to charging them, it wasn't even that tasking. It was just me going to take interviews in a couple of places, and it wasn't just tasking. I was like, oh, how much do you charge for this? Again, Kay whispered in my ear. He was always the person I was going to go and meet. First person I was going to go and meet. That, she was like, you're going to pay me in Naira. But sorry, I was going to pay me in Naira. I was like, okay, no problem. So I went to meet Kay.
Why did you ask her to pay you in Naira?
No, I asked her what currency. She was like, they're going to pay me in Naira.
Okay, she said
they're going to pay me in Naira. I was like, okay, no problem. Went to meet Kay. I was like, tell her 500k. I was like, how bad now? That's a lot for one job. So I can't do it too. Again, I took 100k out of it. I told her that 400. She said, "Oh, okay, that's fine."
You'd have just said the 500.
I didn't even understand. She was like, "Oh yeah, that's fine." I was like, "That's fine." Wow. Ha! I just thought about what this can do in my life. Wow.
I can imagine the excitement.
I was so happy. And she didn't stress me. They didn't stress me. I had no single reverts. Like, they let me do my thing. And I think I can always relate when people talk about how international clients won't stress you, or your biggest clients won't stress you, because they just let you do your thing. She was like, "Okay, fine, yeah, trust you, do your thing, thank you." When they came, oh my god, they loved the video, is this and that, they loved it so much. Took my money like that. I went to change my phone first thing. Went to change my phone, went to buy clothes. I was so happy. So happy. Yeah, that was my biggest client, by the way. That was by that time, at that time in 2021. It was so big, and I just knew that there's so much more to this.
I think at this point you've transitioned into the Fermi Abiola.
Yeah. I transitioned into the Fermi Abiola. How did the name come about, by the way? I went to make a video for a friend with my phone at Cool FM. He's an artist, Siko Boy is his name. I made the video, it was so nice. I finished the video, I didn't know what to put at the end, that it was me that made it. So I was saying it in my room, then I was staying in MTH.
Sorry, MTH.
Yeah, I stayed in MTH. I had very wonderful roommates.
Hey. Good.
So I was in my room and I'd finished the video and I was like, I don't know what to put. Like, I want people to know that it's me that made it. I just want to write Fermi Abiola or something. I was like, okay, will I write Fermi Abiola images, Fermi Abiola shorts, FA shorts? And I was like, what about the Fermi Abiola? I was like, TFA. I was like, I like it too, the Fermi Abiola. And that's how I put it there, the Fermi Abiola. And that's how the name. Yeah, Amina, she makes awesome shoes, by the way. Aww. She was an awesome roommate. Thank you very much, Amina, wherever you are. So that was how the name came about. Yeah.
And that's how you just became the Fermi Abiola that we know now.
Yes.
So who is the Fermi Abiola that we would come to know?
The Fermi Abiola that you are going to know later in future, that I am striving to be, is a media magnate. In fact, a billionaire. I think millions are not enough anymore.
Not naira, definitely.
Yeah.
Dollars.
Yeah, maybe that. Yeah.
Or maybe our naira would have been better by then.
No, I don't want to know if it's better or not. I don't want to know.
All right.
But yes, and I want to have, written my name in the sands of time, made wonderful documentaries. Right now, I think over time I've done many things. I've dabbled in music management, managing talents, my friends. I've dabbled in strategy and marketing, business, PR. I have dabbled in videos. I've dabbled in content marketing. I've just done a lot of things that I can do. And now I'm fully focused on just videos. I'm trying to build properly, trying to build a company that has that what's the word now, that status, that very legendary status in video production. But not just video production, documentaries. I love making documentaries. Something about it that is different from any other thing that you watch, because you learn a lot. I think that people should always be learning, and there's so much that people don't know, and lack of knowledge really affects a lot of things. It affects our choices, our decisions. It affects us as a nation.
That's why you did Sounds of Nollywood.
Yes, that was one of the reasons why. It wasn't my idea. It was in Nollywood and We Talk Sound. They brought me on as a director to make it. So things like that are very, very important, because if we don't educate ourselves, our history will be erased. And what's the worst thing than not having an identity? So documentaries are very important to me. I think we don't have enough documentaries. Nollywood is growing. The film industry is booming. It's beautiful, but we don't have documentaries. And one thing that is different about these other countries is that they've been able to grow their economy themselves as a people. They've been able to grow themselves with their stories. Even if they are not documentaries, their films are about themselves. It's about their stories. In about 40 to 50%, they draw their stories, their fictional stories, from non-fiction. Some of them reenacted, some of them pure documentary, getting people to tell their stories, and I think it's very important. So it's the very core of my dream. I really, really want to build in that. I want to keep doing as much documentaries as I can. So I want to have grown an empire in that. Like, I want to have collaborated, made documentaries with Netflix, Prime, HBO, Amazon, any of these big media companies, Universal, any of them that I can make with in industries, any industry, basically music, whatever it is. I don't mind. So far we are telling real stories that needs to be told. So that's, and then in the end I want to be able to have a group, basically, like have this company that has different things, these different parts of myself. I want it to reflect in the PR, the marketing. I think a good template that we can look at in Nigeria is Temple Company. If you know Temple Company, you can look them up. They have different things. They have films, they have for production, they have for sports, they have all these things. They have their management, plug NG, plug music, plug sports, plug films. So I want to have something like TFA films, TFA agency, TFA sports, things like that. Like, because I love sports, I think that part of me is never going to die. So I would I would imagine like having, one or two things in sports, in fashion too, because I love fashion a lot. I love fashion a lot. So I would imagine having something with fashion too. I'm not the kind of person that would die on the hill of what I love and just stay there. I'm very business minded. Right now I'm with the knowledge that you can't do one thing and be a billionaire. You have to do a lot of things to make money. You have to have more than one stream of income, basically. So you can't do one thing, and you also cannot be at the bottom of the food chain and be a billionaire. You have to be at the top of the food chain. You just have to be there. So I want to be at the top of the food chain with all these things, that I'm doing, and I'm building. Before I always wanted to do everything together, but I'm the knowledge that you have to start with one thing. That one thing can funnel the other things, and that's the video for me.
Wow. It's not a lot, but it's a lot. It's not like it's unattainable.
Yeah, it's not unattainable.
It's not unattainable, but it's quite a lot. You're a dreamer, as you said.
Yes.
You're a storyteller at heart, and I love the fact that you're actually writing your own story. You're not giving it to anybody to write for you. But there was before I ask my last question, I know I said I was going to ask having the last question, but before I ask my last question, there were like some questions that you asked in between. And you've mentioned like two things that are like your biggest motivation: the fact that you want to be able to enjoy doing it, and then money.
Yeah.
And there were some things that you asked at the beginning that I don't know if you've answered those questions yet, but I would like you to answer for yourself. You mentioned out that at some point you got sidetracked by a job, and then you were mentioning like some questions that it's not just enough to say you want to make money out of it. It's not just enough because you said that you want to be able to attain this dream and everything. When you get there, what's next and everything. So I want to ask that question about you. What other things do you feel like, just like aside from you want to be able to leave your name at the sands of time, you want to be able to make money, you want to be able to be comfortable, to be able to give to your children as much as you can, or because you love enjoying what you're doing, what other things do you feel like, even when you achieve certain milestones, because like I said at the beginning, I feel like you are growth personified, but aside from these milestones that you put down, what other things do you think just pushes you, just feel like you want to keep going, you're not putting pointers, you're not putting end stops? Growth is a continuous journey. So what it is basically for you?
I think one thing that limits us is the fact that we forget. We forget a lot. As humans, generally, we forget. Yes. So in order to not forget, document. Deep, right? Like, come and take notes. In order to not forget, document. Very important. I write a lot. My notes is filled with personal notes. I write like, okay, I did this, I did that. And Document so that you can go back to it to remind yourself that you said you were going to do this. Now look at it. Have you done it? That's one thing. So always document. Keep, pointers. Have a board. Never underrate having a board in your house or stick just sticking notes and write things. Never underestimate it. One day, no matter how lazy you are going to look at it and look and say, "That's your life. Okay. You should be doing this." So have documents, write things down, journal, document your journey. But aside that too, your relationships, because these are the people that would serve as stark reminders, people that you keep around you. I've been at points where, I'm not ashamed to say that, I've been at points where my friends are way better than me now, a lot of them. And every time I see their stuff, there's reminders of the fact that you should be here. But you're not here. Why? Because you didn't do this. Okay, now you will do it. So the people that you keep around you, because if you've gotten to a certain point in life and you're better than everybody around you, I'm sorry, you're just going to be there because you're going to be comfortable. Comfort I think comfort is a growth killer. But it's also I think it's also a gray line. It's not black or white, because what is also important is knowing who you are. I've met people that are fine with where they are. I struggled to understand why, but now I'm like, people are different and motivations are different than what people want. Some people are fine. People that are fine with being civil servants, they want to be like their parents. They are content with collecting maybe 150 a month and living in a small house with their children. There's peace, there's God, and they are fine. They have a small car that takes them from home to church to from
the way you're
home
saying it, you're definitely not fine with it.
No, I'm not. I mean, they're fine with it.
You're pointing to the picture, but
maybe 1 or 2 cars, and they're just fine with living their life and watching television, watching people do things, and I'm like, oh, that's wonderful. Well, they recognize me in my office. Mr. Ogudengbe knows me as
it's okay,
as an indomitable personality, and that's fine for me. There are people like that. I've met people that I have given people opportunities and be like, yeah, this is a good opportunity. I'm like, I'm fine where I am. Why? Because it's not stressful. This would put pressure. But pressure is good now. I'm fine where I am. I struggle to understand why, but I think I just get it now. People are not the same, and that's what differentiates ordinary people from extraordinary people. Everybody cannot be extraordinary. So it's up to you to decide. You need to tell yourself, am I going to be ordinary or am I going to be extraordinary? It's a pledge. You need to make a pledge. Every day I wake up and I'm being lazy. I behave like an ordinary person today. I can't be a billionaire like this.
So the goal is always like the money, so fulfillment.
Yeah, exactly. Once you find yourself in a place of comfort, try to take yourself away from that, because it's not easy to get to that point. It's not easy. It's a constant. Also, I have this very it's a very debatable opinion. I think it's a bit controversial. I think you have to have greed too, but not greed in a bad way. Let me explain. Because when you look at people like Dangote, when you look at Tony Elumelu, when you look at Elon Musk, they have it all. They always want more. It can only be greed. At that point. I tell people, this is greed, but the good kind of greed, not the greed that you want to steal from your neighbor. You get? It's the greed that you're not okay with what you want. You're not. You want more. You want to be. I feel like some people get to a point where they are number one, but they are not okay. I want to go to the space and be number one in space.
What?
That's where Elon Musk is, by the way. It's
just crazy.
It's like, okay, I'm not okay, and that's the thing. For some people, that's insane. Like, but for some people, it's I love it, I want it, I crave it. That's it. And to be honest, when you realize who you are, because you want to not measure yourself with another person, and you take that person's driver, you're going to kill yourself. Actually, you're going to just lead to yourself to death without enjoying what you actually have. So I think first of all, know who you are, know what you want. Secondly, document your journey a lot. Document it so that you can remind yourself of where you were and where you are now. Also, your relationships. Take note of the people that are around you. Who are your friends? Who are the people around you? Are they motivating you? Are they making you to relax? Where are you? Are you too comfortable? There are reasons why I don't go home personally, because home is comfortable. When I'm home, I forget all my worries. because I don't have to worry about what I want to eat. I don't have to worry about anything. Life is good. I'm not paying bills.
Yeah.
I'll just be sleeping and be waking up. I won't walk because nobody is pursuing me.
Yeah.
But when I leave home, if I wake up like this and my stomach is growling, I have to pay money. God, I have to order food. I have to buy food. Money is going, so I have to make money because money is going.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable where I am. That's it.
Wow. I think that is really, really profound. That's
Yeah.
really profound. And I feel this episode will have to like cut in like different parts for people to be able to listen and not, get lost at any point, because I want everybody to be able to listen and soak in everything that they actually, paying their ears to be able to like pick out the lessons. So you're not just like 1 hour long, let me just skip. So it's probably going to be in different parts. I don't know, 2, 3 parts. I don't know yet. But to my last question now, so if we don't get tired of us and now and I'll gist it, because we are enjoying it at the end of the day. To my last question, if you ever meet someone, because I like the fact that you said your first boss, Sholakwe, she saw herself in you. So I want to direct that question to you now. If you meet someone that was as raw as you were, like probably at home with a little bit of low self-esteem, a little bit of confusion, they don't know where to start, they don't have their identity yet, they don't know who they are yet, they don't know their passion, they don't know what they enjoy, because you got an awakening, they've not gotten there yet, and they just know where to start. What would you say to that person?
Okay. First of all, it's fine. To be honest, like, you've heard me talk, and you're now like, I don't know what I want to do. It's fine. I see no people that are my age that don't know what they want to do, and it's not a stigma. First of all, don't think too much about your future, that I'm never gonna make it in time, blah blah blah. Everybody runs their own race in life. Like, if you read the Bible, you know that everybody had their own paths, old, young. People had their callings at a very, very old age. Some people at a very, very young age. And that's just life. You get, it can't be the same. Like, fingers are not equal. It just can't be the same. You get. So first of all, put your mind at rest. For me, the things that helped me know what I wanted were my interests, the things that I liked. And if you don't know what you like, maybe spend time doing a couple of things.
You'll be able to figure it out.
I watched movies a lot, so I loved anything about movies. So at that point, I thought I wanted to do acting, because I used to act in my room too a lot, to my mirror. I play dress up and act. I act, direct, and shoot.
Wow.
Yeah, everything on my own. So in fact, it's not like the first time you realize that, this is what I want to do, you might not even do it at the end of the day. It might just be a step that will lead you to another step. That's the very crazy thing about life. So first of all, you spend time in things, anything, be open to a lot of things, don't close-minded. I did a lot of things. When I think about it, why did I do all these things? I did volunteer at parties. I went to parties. One time my friend said they wanted to do one Lagos store. I didn't understand what it was, but I followed them and I was presenting. What was Lagos store? They just taking pictures in Lagos. It did not make sense, but it was from there I realized that I had a conversation with somebody and I realized I could write for them. And it was that led to another thing. If I didn't do Lagos store, I don't know if I would have ever found out that I could write. Maybe I would have, but maybe it would have not been soon. Or maybe I would have never even found out, to be honest, and I'll just keep that. So don't close yourself off to things, like volunteer in spaces, go to places. It might not even be that thing. It might be that thing that will lead you to another thing. So be very open-minded to a lot of things. Take note of the things that you like a lot. You can write them down. I think writing helps a lot. And this is not just writing as maybe scholarly writing or essay writing. Write as a normal human being. You write in class. You write anywhere. Write as a normal human being. Okay, I like this thing. Let's see how it goes. If you like to crochet, okay, fine, crochet. Then you like to paint, then you like to talk. Then you could be a good motivational speaker someday. You could be an event host, whatever it is you get. So take note of these things, be open-minded, and document things. I think that from that you will pick up something that you like and it can lead you to something else. You get. So that's what I think. So put your mind at rest and just be calm. Put your mind at rest, be calm, and just look around you. There's probably something that's around you that you're not paying attention to.
Wow. What? Wow. This is a lot. this is a lot. Let me check. Almost 1 hour 30 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
a long time.
that's actually a long time. But
Wow.
definitely, don't worry. You won't get to listen to it on a long stretch like that. I will. What's the word? Kill with suspense. Just listen it like bits by bits by bits. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. But if you're like me, I'm going to listen to this episode again and again to glean everything that that is for me, because it's not every word that she has said is actually for everybody or for you. Do you get? So just look at it from your own perspective and take everything that you like to take, and you're going to learn from it. And that's it. We've actually come to the end of this episode. It has been a great time speaking to you guys, gisting with you guys, because
Same
it's a
here.
safe space. And for me, I hope for me enjoyed
I did.
talking.
I like talking normally, so if you leave me here, I'll talk from now to tomorrow. Actually, I still have the whole present spirit in me.
Anything can happen.
I probably would
day.
host. I probably would host. Maybe my retirement plan is to just maybe host one podcast. My back would just be chilling and be talking.
Actually,
It's a retirement. I mean, I probably would go back to it. I don't think any of this will waste.
the balcony. Just watch out for the balcony.
Yeah. Maybe that was the name. So the balcony.
Yes, watch
TFA's
out.
balcony.
Oh, sure. So let it be on record that it is on the Safe Space podcast that TFA's balcony came about and was, invented, and credit to the Safe Space. Actually, credit to you guys.
Yeah, credit to me.
So thank you so much for trusting us with your story. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Honestly, it has been a very, very wonderful ride. And if anyone would like to connect with you, how do they connect with you?
You can connect with me on my Instagram, Deferomi Abiola. My business page is TFA.studios.ng, but you want to speak to me, Deferomi Abiola on Instagram. On Twitter, it's TFA Official. On LinkedIn, it's Fermi Abiola.
Wow. Fermi Abiola just put to us today. If you'd like to connect with me personally, I'm on Instagram at Mind of Christ. And don't worry, it's just me. So thank you so much for listening. Until next time, study and pray. Bye.
Bye.